you are giving the password for your bank account or any particular confidential interaction, what you are doing, you can't set a simple particular password, is it not? So this is how the challenge takes place. Okay, so here, see this one initial like I blurred like this, so it will, even though it reveals the information, but when you are getting this, you will not be happy because it's not clear. Okay, and once again, you can enhance that so that nobody should understand what is written here, but you'll not spend much time for that. Then it may look like this. Okay, and that also you can enhance further like this. Okay, so here once again, you can completely secure like this. So this is how you can proceed from low level to high level, and uh, the process you can adapt. And as you enhance in converting this particular information to this level means, okay, the complexity will be more, because the complete according to the size of the image you have to generate the key sequence, and according to that, and completely it is diffused. Okay, and it is not giving any clue, is it not? But if you observe here, there are a lot of residuals residing, so that you'll come to know that okay, some border is there, and border color is also brown, and some particular headings which is having this color. Like that, you can start searching, or some particular texts are observing here. Okay, and so that background color is also visible properly. Okay, and like that you can process. Here you know complete information, but you are not getting exactly what it is. You know, sometimes when you are downloading the movie or the blurred version you'll get, and even though you know the whole story, but you will not be happy, is it not? So by observing that why it is needed, that also another question, is it not? See, sometimes you wanted to make the attention to the user by attracting the things. This is what, okay, if you are interested in that, you'll get the complete information of that. Okay, this is what blurred information, which you should know, but not in detail. Okay, that if you wanted to highlight, some particular innovative techniques are needed, which is providing the security but with less computational cost. Okay, so that's what actually the challenge is here. And various other factors also here. Okay, like see, I mean, what's the main aim, some particular information, is it not? So what you are doing, it is something like information I'll store completely, is it not? After storing that, it is a bundle of this particular jigsaw. It's one simple example for that. Anyway, the paper, you just imagine how good the technique will be. You have written any information, image or text, or if you wanted to transfer, you took that completely. Okay, and you jumble it, and you communicate that to the user. Okay, and user should arrange that. Okay, only because the intended user knows how to arrange that. Okay, so other who are hackers who are sitting in between, they should not know what actually it is it not? So that arrangement, okay, leads to once again the particular output. Okay, so there will be a match for that. So this is what the complete process. But here the challenge is how to do this, whether to store, whether to split, or whether to do any simple technique to adapt that. Is it not? So that's what the concept. And just these are like encryption, and if you want to encode, and if you generate the key sequence, and adapting such particular techniques. Okay, adapting such particular techniques, these particular what I told are useful, because various ways of arranging the things, and various types of key generation, and various types of key selection. Okay, all these particular tasks you can perform, and you can enhance that knowledge, is it not? And like security means this also another particular topic which comes together, is it not? That is, cryptography means hiding the information so that only intended recipient will understand. That's what we are defining. But here, steganography means what? Steganography means we don't know anything is hidden inside itself. But in cryptography, you know that, but you are unable to extract that. Is it not? But here, it will not reveal any information. Okay, uh, as it is, nothing is there. So in steganography, now really what happens is the intended message is hidden either to hide its existence or render it unintelligible to outsiders. That is very important because any graphical patterns which even transposed on the chakra matrix, the hidden message can be known. That is also there. I'll show you the example. Once again, I am tracking you to the old version of that. Now you know various LSP technique which will you are storing the information in lower bits. All these things are very common in the steganography. And here why this particular technique, once again I am talking, means the technique has been practiced in small extent by some Sanskrit poets, and it is described as chitra kavya. Okay, so it's see something like this. The example, the arrangement of different numbers. Okay, uh, and by observing the number itself, you can notice that it is common, random numbers. Okay, random numbers, not even pseudo random numbers. Is it not? Random numbers, and among that, see the arrangement of letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 34 will give you some information about the image. Is it not? Some particular looks like some temple, shrine. It looks like that. Is it not? So, by extracting this, you can consider this may be a character. Okay, just for our representation, and that means to understand that it is represented in the numbers actually. These are the concept which is with the Siribuvalaya, as I told earlier itself. Okay, so here the arrangement when you are extracting that particular character. Okay, when you are doing that character by character extraction. Okay, this is what actually you will get. And by arranging these particular letters in different fashion, okay, you can conclude or convey different information. See how different it is. In the previous thing, we know the information, and by different arrangements you are getting the information. But here you are getting some information, but when you are observing uh, any particular uh, sequence or diagram, okay, you'll convey it with some other information. Okay, that is what the difference with the steganography. See, the steganography is also very old technique which adapts this particular concept. Okay, and in different way of reading this particular cell will generate different types of shloka even. Okay, that is also possible. But the thing is, sender should have clear cut idea of this particular uh, chitrakavya, as it is represented as chitrakavya. That means you are giving the importance to looks like a picture. Is it not? Here just the importance is not just to convey the particular text. Okay, here importance is to convey the diagram also. Okay, diagram also you are conveying, and the arrangement fashion will deliver uh, the particular diagram also. Okay, so that's what actually in this particular example they are giving. Okay, but if you see the advantages in terms of this ancient cryptography or steganography is it is highly secure because unless you are not having any clue, okay, it is difficult or not at all possible to explore the things. Okay, because the data are not only encrypted in various cryptographic algorithms, but also had the multilingual contents hidden in it. Is it not? As I told, mm, different types of languages, different alternative will leads to different techniques, different particular depending on the language they have written, okay, number of characters in that, okay, like that. So many things are covered in this. As I told, like you can read row wise, you can read column wise, you can read alternative letters, okay, like that, okay. So here construct a structure that embedded multilingual content in same cipher text, okay. Construct a structure that embedded multilingual content in the same cipher text. That is what here we are observing, and it contains a knowledge in multiple fields. As I told, many things are covered here. Knowledge in multiple fields, okay, whether it's a science or any mathematics and art, music, everything is combined here, okay. And depending on that particular context, the informations are generated, okay. That's why that is also a challenge, okay. These are what the advantages in the old particular technique, but how we are adapting that to new technique may still you can make more complex and more creative. And the problem here is, even though ancient techniques had enormous knowledge in it, okay, enormous knowledge. See, so many different ideas, numbering system, the language and vowels, consonants, okay, in-depth knowledge about this particular language, words, okay. All these things will make different complexities for the technique, okay. Even though that knowledge is enough, this could not attract attention of masses because it is scripted in numerals and decipherment is very difficult job, okay. Because it's not like something you are encoding means you should not worry much about deciphering, because deciphering is also very important, because that's what the technique, is it not? That's why, like in visual cryptography and all, you should not worry about deciphering, okay. If you see all this particular encrypted leaf, when you put one upon other, you will get to know what are the things, is it not? So that's what the idea we are working on, okay. We want immediately with minimal complexity, I wanted to extract the data. That's what the under challenging, is it not? And in that era, this particular scripted things definitely leads to a problem. To decipher this knowledge, excellent language, as I told, mathematical knowledge should be very much needed, as you can't separate cryptography with mathematics in most of the time. Until actually this public key crypto system was there, it was thinking that it is mathematics is a part of the cryptography. Okay, then that pair of keys will made different dimensions to that. Okay, so that's what actually here you can't able to separate, okay, because with the limited knowledge in the language, it is very difficult to apply that directly, but uh, with the mathematics we have to overcome that, okay. Both should come together, then really you can make wonderful changes to that. And uh, by observing all this particular thing, okay, the real challenge just here is how to adapt the techniques to adapt in modern security usage. That is what very much needed, is it not? Understanding the technique is okay. Now, how to adapt the technique to adapt to modern security usage, is it not? As I told, modern, you are operating with the low computation devices like mobile, is it not? and immediately in WhatsApp or somewhere I wanted to send the message means how to protect that, is it not? And in minimal cost, how to make it so that unintended response should not receive, even though they receive, okay? And how to analyze, how to adapt, is it not? So that is what very challenging, and you have to think in modern era, is it possible to incorporate this? Okay, if you are incorporating means at what level, whether it is in transport layer level or network layer level or in application layer level, okay, where to adopt this particular technique. And when you are telling that all this particular operation what normally in the bioscience we are using, whether genetic, cellular, or any DNA sequence, okay, all these things, okay, how you can incorporate, or how you can add hybrid technique, which is a combination of these two or three, or any selection on that, okay, and how to utilize that is what the challenging, okay, and explore the techniques and modify according to our needs of security. That's what here needed, okay, according to our needs. Our need means what, okay, because we are facing so many threats, cyber attack, is it not? And we are studying cyber science, and so many different online crimes are going on, okay, and one or other way we are with the phishing attacks, okay, identifying that and avoiding that, both are challenging tasks, is it not? And identifying will solve the problem, but how to identify, that itself big problem, and is it not? So if you are not worrying about identifying means avoid means how to protect, how to put the perimeter, perimeter also a different types of security, okay, you will fence so that if some attacker comes means you will get notified, is it not? These are different what actually the concept of the security. When you are thinking about that, the finally we'll conclude with this particular word, that is evolution of new techniques comes through innovation, okay, that is always there, okay, whatever the attack, whatever the algorithm, because most of the time we are working on the same algorithms, that are standard DES, triple DES, and AES, blowfish, is it not, RSA, in many stream cipher techniques, okay, RC4, like that, many authentication techniques like MD5, SHA of different versions, is it not? Apart from all, is it possible to explore new ideas, new things, okay, which is based on all these particular new techniques, okay? That's what the challenge, okay? Because evolution of new techniques comes only through innovation. So, how to innovate? We have to think, and we have to think by considering all aspects of our history, so-called evolution of the techniques. Okay. With this, I'll conclude this topic. These are some of the references where you can see all types of these early codes. Okay, what I discussed in both particular sessions, session 1 as well as session 2. Thank you. If you are having any questions.
If participants are having any questions, please share your questions or ask your questions directly so that it will be answered. Uh, Hello, Jalesh sir.
Hi, Raghu. Any question?
I think no questions even in the chat box.
Well, if any doubts, okay. Conclude.
I think. Okay, okay. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your presentation for both the sessions on evolution of cryptography. Even it has been having a lot of information to our participants as well, sir. On behalf of GC and on behalf of all the participants, I thank you for making enriched with the history of security and related aspects with the help of good examples based on languages and given best examples with respect to security. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Once again, I thank you for your kind time and presence with our FDP and to all our participants. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Raghu.
Dear participants, now today we are not having a 12 o'clock session. Instead of 12 o'clock, Sri Sanjay Sahai sir will engage the session from 3 o'clock, and this session will be taken for 2.5 hours from the 3 to 5:30. But sir is having some emergency meeting today at 12 o'clock. That's why the session has been not engaged. But we'll have our next session combined together with today's second and third session from 3 o'clock onwards. Thank you for all for being with us, and we'll continue our sessions from 3 o'clock. I kindly request all the participants to join the session by 2:50, so that I'll will join us, and we'll continue the session from 3 to 5:30. Thank you all. Thank you very much.